That's every kid's dream.
It's time for us to go to work.
Whatever happened last year's over.
It's going to be harder than it was. Everyone's gunning for us.
You sign for big money, you're going to be a target.
There's a kid in AA that might steal your job.
She's been there from the beginning.
When he's on the road, you are a single mom.
It's just one of those things, either you have it in you or you don't.
This is a new year, it's a new season, new race. We want to defend our championship.
Experience baseball from the inside out. The Franchise, a season with the San Francisco Giants.
The San Francisco Giants are the 2010 World Champions.
Showtime and Major League Baseball present The Franchise, a season with the San Francisco Giants.
You guys have waited so long for this, and we brought it home for you guys. Y'all are the best.
An unprecedented new docuseries that follows the World Series champion Giants throughout the 2011 season, both on and off the field.
I know this house is big enough to ride bikes in, but we're not going to be riding bikes and playing ball in the house.
There you go.
We caught up with 3 of the players' wives, Alyssa Sanchez, Larissa Affelt, and Chelsea Kane.
Most of the time, the wives are raising the kids. And so when we are home, we have to take full advantage of, for me, it's being with my boys.
We met at Burbank High School. It was 1995.
Pretty excited to have Daddy home.
Oh, absolutely.
We met during spring training 4.5 years ago. And after that, spent every single day together.
Oh, my little man's up even. There they are.
We met in high school sweethearts. We started dating when we were 16. We were both about to turn 17. So we've been together about, half our lives.
Yeah, it's all about family, man.
Happy Valentine's Day!
Series champs. Well, it's such a pleasure doing it, my brother.
It was surreal. It was unlike anything I've ever experienced before.
It was really neat. I don't even have words to describe it.
For me, it was overwhelming.
I smell something.
You smell something. It's grape juice. Bottles.
We were in a suite, all the wives together, and there was another group right next to us that were Ranger fans, and they hugged us. It was unbelievable.
Giant second baseman, Freddie Sanchez.
Wow. The family around me, what we play for. Dream come true.
The World Series obviously brought all of us together. We were all just so proud of them. And I can't believe I'm crying, but we were all just so proud of them. We were so excited because they hadn't ever gotten to this point. He loves the game, we love him, so we follow him wherever he's at. And when he's on the road, you are a single mom.
I would say the challenge is not having a husband around.
It's not a normal life. There's so many aspects of it that are not easy.
If you want to be with him, we have to travel, and traveling with a baby is hard by yourself.
We also love our boys, so we don't want them to be put on the back burner. So we stay home now that Evan's in school, and I wanted him to know that he's more important than baseball.
Whenever Jeremy leaves, we don't actually even talk about it. We don't talk about today's the day Dad's leaving, you gotta say goodbye. We make a big deal about when Dad comes home versus focusing on Dad's gonna leave.
I guess it's like anything else. You do what you have to do.
It is really hard, but all at the same time, we're incredibly fortunate to be in this position. And for all the highs and all the lows, I wouldn't dismiss it for anything.
Don't miss the San Francisco Giants and their families on the all-new Showtime docuseries, The Franchise, a season with the San Francisco Giants.
We can talk about this new term, this new battle cry that's gonna be worldwide. It's called Got Him. Got him, little accent at the end. Got him. Basically, it's when you're talking a little bit of fun trash and you say, sorry, Papa's feeling pretty delicious right now. Gonna step into the box, go 3 for 4, 8 RBIs. Got him. 3-1 pitch. Piping it down the middle, swing and a miss. Got him! Or when you talk trash to someone. Hey, sweet shoes, bro. No, actually, they're terrible. Got him. And you can just you can afflict your tone any way you want. Gosh, it's such a gorgeous friggin' term, people are gonna jump on it. I know it. You're welcome.
They played on baseball's biggest stage.
World Series, baby.
And banded together to lift the spirits of a franchise, a city, and a nation. Now, see the team that performed in the spotlight in a new light.
Action. Ow!
Showtime presents The Franchise, a season with the San Francisco Giants, an unprecedented new docu-series about a team that defied the odds.
The San Francisco Giants are the 2010 World Champions.
A look inside the lives of the men behind the amazing story as they embark on a new season on and off the field.
Ready? Was great. Guys.
Intimidating. I can see why you picked this team. This is a wacky team. We do have some weird people on this team, I'll tell you.
The cast of characters that we have here, they're radically different.
You're welcome.
They're a fun group, though, and when they hit the field, they play together well.
Un personaje. You know, everybody got different personalities, and I think that's helped us a lot to win the championship.
You have to be professional about your business, but you have to have a sense of humor and you have to have fun at your job because it's a rugged profession.
Here we go.
We're really trying to incorporate these guys into the mix and kind of lean on them a little bit as both participants, but also as creators of content.
I don't even know if you're recording right now.
Matt Cain taking longer in the makeup room than me. I don't know if that says a whole lot about him.
It's kind of fun, you know, you never know what they're gonna catch you doing.
Romo got in my car and got in the back seat, and he is currently locked in there.
If I ever get pulled over, I'm gonna have to call Wilson, like, hey, is that you?
When I leave this game, I don't want people just look at me as a baseball player. I want them to see me as a human, as a person.
We talked yesterday, and it's a pleasure to tell you, congratulations, man. You're in the big league. You're gonna make us a better club.
Fans see them for 3 hours every night, but there's 21 other hours in the day. It's not just about developing a slider or hitting a curveball. Viewers can expect to see the development of character. There's musicians, and there's family guys, and there's the younger guys. It's really family stories and personal stories.
Baseball's a lot like life. It's a grind. There's some good days, there's some bad days. To do what we did certainly was humbling, and because of that, I think this story needs to be told.
Camera ready? Was great. Guys.
Intimidating. Showtime and Major League Baseball Productions presents The Franchise, a season with the San Francisco Giants.
For the first time in 52 years, the Giants are world champions.
An unprecedented docu-series that follows the World Series champions throughout the 2011 season, both on and off the field.
Here we go.
There's more to it than just a bunch of guys playing baseball.
Including the team behind the players.
I've been working with the Giants since 1978.
It's my 23rd season. 30 years come November.
This is my 17th season.
August of 1973 as a bat boy.
50-something. I quit counting after the 50.
You live and die with them, you know, you're rooting for them, but also for yourself.
The long hours, the 12 days in a row, the long homestands, you have to have passion for baseball.
World Series champs! Well, it's such a pleasure doing it, my brother.
My department and the front office is very much like a family. We work together and we're around each other more than we are our own family.
We are 4 generations Giants fans, starting with my father-in-law and all the way down to my grandson.
It's great because you say the Gigante family, the Giant family. We resonate with that.
My first memory of baseball is in 1963. My brother and I went to Candlestick Park. Jim Davenport, who was the Giants' third baseman, and he came over and caught a pop fly, and he looked at me and kind of was taken back to 2 little nerdy kids dressed in suits, matching suits, and he tossed the baseball and I said, "Here you go, kid," and I never forgot it.
And meeting Willie for the first day, I was kind of shaking in my pants, and he sort of adopted me. We're still friends from this day on. He calls me his son, so I call him my father.
My other two boys work for Murph in the home clubhouse. I gotta admit, it's pretty cool. As a parent, you always wonder, well, how do you bond with your kids? You know, there's something about working and being in a clubhouse for the number of years that I was as a kid, that experience that others don't get to have.
Action. Ow! Baseball, it's always been like closed doors, but this way, to open the door to baseball, which is great. I think people see what happens inside the clubhouse.
Let's do this.
I want people to feel and know that we are a baseball town. I want the rest of the country to know that we play the right way and we play by tradition.
And all the other teams probably have their own stories, but no one has the Giants story. And this is what I hope fans will see and feel when they watch it.
Showtime presents baseball from the inside out. The Franchise, a season with the San Francisco Giants.
We had that group of guys where you look around our lineup, nobody really wanted to start the season with. I barely got a job last year. That's the only offer I had. So came here and it couldn't have asked for a better situation.
To do what we did certainly was humbling, and because of that, I think the story needs to be told.
I've never been a part of anything like that. We're World Series champions. I mean, wow, it's hard not to hold your head high.
Mark it down. Repeat.
For the first time in 52 years, the Giants are world champions.
We're as normal as the next. We're just privileged to be able to play a game for a living.
Just so happy to be a part of it.
My dad died tragically when I was 6. He was murdered in Abilene, Texas. My mom raised my sister and myself all by herself.
When I leave this game, I don't want people just look at me as a baseball player. I want them to see me as a human, as a person.
It's to show people that our heart beats the same as yours.
She's been there from the beginning.
For the first time in 52 years, the Giants are world champions.
Showtime and Major League Baseball Productions present The Franchise, an unprecedented docu-series that follows the World Series champions throughout the 2011 season, both on and off the field. And what's at the heart of this team of champions? Their fans. But what does it take to be a Super Giants fan?
Hey, welcome.
Meet Super Giants fan Mark Moore.
We are huge Giants fans. I've been a season ticket holder for many years. We have a huge day today. We're actually not going into the stadium, but we're going to go to the stadium and go into McCovey Cove.
It's out of here!
We are all about the Giants. In fact, the only thing I love more than the Giants are my family. And on some days, I like the Giants more than my family. This was the signature moment from last year's playoff run. Game 6, 9th inning, 2 outs, 2 runners on, full count, Brian Wilson. We're going to the World Series. Sandy and I are having a date at the World Series. This was our Christmas card from last year, and there is Sandy and I, Game 2 of the World Series. This guy, look, is wearing the jersey when I was a kid, number 27, Juan Marichal, the pitcher, the great Hall of Famer. I wore this jersey when I was his age. We're in the second generation. That's economical, too. We're about to load the cooler. Look at that.
Nobody loves the Giants like my daddy. Nobody loves the Giants like my pop.
Next stop, McCovey Cove at AT&T Park. Dave! My oldest and best friends in the world. We are season ticket partners. We go to tons of games together. We went to the playoffs together. We went to the World Series together. And Dave's got a great boat that we go and party on, which is what we're doing today.
Let's check it out.
Covey Cove, it's special. Just hang in the cove and watch the game.
Put one more rib on it.
Our second date was at a Giants baseball game.
And I was too embarrassed to wear this hat with all the pins, So
Not the second day.
I wore no hat, and I got totally sunburned.
Yeah.
Guys, little help. Little help. Thanks, buddy.
My name's Dave Edlin, and we are in McCovey Cove, which is basically in the right field waters outside AT&T Park. Last year was my lucky year. I caught 6 home runs. I basically used a little strategy. 90% of the home runs have been hit by lefties off right-handed pitchers. I paddle as fast as I can to the ball, and I pick it up with my hand.
This is a place, this is the most spectacular setting for baseball in the world. That's how we do it here in San Francisco. McCovey Cove, good friends, margaritas, ribs, sausages, piñatas, s'mores, floating rafts, kayakers. Go Giants.
Baseball from the inside out. The Franchise, a season with the San Francisco Giants. Showtime and Major League Baseball Productions present The Franchise, a season with the San Francisco Giants, an all-access docu-series that follows the team throughout the 2011 season, both on and off the field.
I don't even know if you're recording right now.
And behind every great team, there are great fans. We sat down with one super fan who's no stranger to the Giant faithful.
My name is Baseball Mary. I have been a San Francisco Giants fan for 31 seasons. I moved here in November of 1979, and I went to my first baseball game at Candlestick, and I remember coming onto the concourse and then opening the doors into the confines, and something struck me, and I fell in love. It was just the best thing ever. My name, Baseball Mary, that's just happened. That became bigger than me. I do benefit every year, and it's been turned into a wonderful success. In the past, I've done the San Francisco AIDS Foundation, lymphoma and leukemia, Hospice by the Bay, and my next party is going to be for Brian Stowe. When the name Baseball Mary goes out there, there's usually almost always a reaction around town, and it's wonderful. Oh, I have a lot of bobbleheads, many, many, many bobbleheads. I have a lot of beautiful photographs. I have a lot of baseballs. I probably have 400 autographed baseballs. This is Stan Musial, Willie McCovey, Barry Bonds. I've been to 41 ballparks total. I have the 1962 pennant, and I actually do have a new pennant from 2010.
Swing and a miss! For the first time in 52 years, the Giants are world champions.
I had more joy than I knew what to do with. It was, I want to say borderline psychotic, but I think I could have gone over that border. There's definitely something special about them. There's no doubt about it. They're so down to earth in so many ways. They're very, very gracious. And I think they genuinely respect us and what this meant to us. Brian Wilson asked me for my autograph.
You're welcome.
Action. I want to see it all. I want to see everything. I want to see every aspect of the team being represented correctly. I want the world, I want everybody else to see who we are and what we are.
Take Baseball Mary's word for it.
Oh, I absolutely believe I'm part of the team.
The Franchise, a season with the San Francisco Giants. All new Wednesdays at 10.
High and deep in the center field. Rasmus on the move. It is off the wall. Game over. Aaron Rowan has done it again in a home opener. How about that? Just an improbable game and a huge win for the Giants. Here it comes. Swinging a drive. Hit to deep left center field. This is dropped! And the Giants are going to win the game! Belt steps on home plate. Unbelievable! clutch at bat for Miguel Tejada, and the Giants win the game on the last pitch of the game. I'm having a hard time explaining this one.
Well, that's got to feel pretty good for the newest Giant, Miguel Tejada.
Up the middle. Tulowitzki can't get it. This game is over. On Willie Mays' 80th birthday, happy birthday, Willie. So Freddie Sanchez bounces one back up the middle. And the Giants celebrate on the Seihei kid's birthday in a come-from-behind win.
Nobody out. A high drive. Right center. Very deep. Caught. And the ball game is about to be over. Rowan scores, and the Giants walk off with another win over the Rockies. 2 nights in a row. And Fontenot continues to swing the bat extraordinarily well against left-handed pitching.
Well, you go back and replay this. I mean, there was no imbalance at all in his swing. Very, very good, strong back leg throw into the ball. He crushed that thing.
Shot, fair ball. This game is over. Cody Ross, a line drive down the left field line, and the Giants with another walk-off home win here at AT&T Park. And the magic is back.
Well, it really is. You know what? I don't think they're surprised by it. When you get an outing like they got tonight from Tim Lincecum, I think they all felt that sooner or later they were going to punch through. In this ballpark, he's covering the gap.
That's a base hit, right center field. Here comes Burris. DeJesus airlifts one. The Giants have won it. And Aubrey Huff, who has struggled so much in this 2011 season, gets that base hit. And the Giants win another hard-fought, low-scoring battle at AT&T Park. So here's Emmanuel Burris in his only other at bat. Hit a fly ball to center field. That was batting left-handed. So here he is batting right-handed against Fuentes. Line drive, base hit, right field. Here comes Ford. Here's the throw home. It is not in time. The Giants have done it again. It truly is the only way they know how to win. Credit Sweeney with a terrific throw, and they nearly nailed Ford at home plate. And the 1-1. Swinging a flare to right,
And that's the ball game as Stewart steps on home plate, and the Giants win it in the 13th. So Freddie Sanchez comes through with a base hit to right field, and the Giants take game 1 of this 3-game series. Sherholtz with an open stance. And a base hit to left field, and this game is over, and the Giants with another walk-off win. Nate the Great does it again.
Now, how many times have we seen him do this? Take the outside location the opposite way, and this one finds a hole, and 41,686 go home happy. He is something else, folks.
And he hits this one high to right field. Venable cruising into the corner. Does he have room? No. Ball game over. Second home run for Sherholtz. He only had 4 all year. Another walk-off win for the Giants. That's why they're in first place.
And the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a shot over Altuve. Here's the throw home. It is over. And Jeff Keppinger once again beats his old team. And he does it with a base hit here in the bottom of the 10th. Keppinger with the Giants' first RBI since the first inning.
Well, and they keep pace with the Diamondbacks, who had earlier posted a win over the Padres 3-1.
Line drive off the glove. Game over. So Mark DeRosa comes through here in the 12th.
I love that guy.
So Mark DeRosa comes through here in the 12th inning. A line drive off the top of Hudson's glove. And the Giants celebrate on the field, and they win in 12. Here's Sandoval. And Sandoval hits one high and deep to right. It is out of here.
Oh, my Lord.
Home run number 20 for Pablo Sandoval. So Sandoval shoots one into the second deck, first row. Up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. And Beltran will just move on over to third. It's first and third with 2 outs for Aubrey Huff. Sandoval's 2 for 2. Down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Is the Panda going to go for 2? Oh, you bet. He is 3 for 3. Now, just for fun, you got to hope for a triple.
Well, here's why you root for the triple: a home run in the first, a single in the second, a double in the fifth.
Hits it out to right field. On the move is Gonzalez. It is off the bottom of the wall. It could be a triple. Penn is on the move. He is on the move. And he's going to make it.
That's a cycle.
That's awesome.
Nobody can light up a bench like this guy.
Oh, my goodness. For those of you who ever wanted to see a Panda hit for the cycle, you just did.
Well, hello, everybody. Have a seat. Have a seat. This is a party. What's going on, Willie? Welcome to the White House, and congratulations to the Giants on winning your first World Series title in 56 years. Give them a big round. I want to start by recognizing some very proud Giants fans in the house. We've got Mayor Ed Lee. Lieutenant Governor Gavin Newsom. We have quite a few members of Congress. I am going to announce one. The Democratic leader in the House, Nancy Pelosi, is here. We've got Senator Dianne Feinstein, who is here. And our newest Secretary of Defense and a big Giants fan, Leon Panetta's in the house. I also want to congratulate Bill Newcomb and Larry Baer for building such an extraordinary franchise. I want to welcome, obviously, our very special guest, the Say Hey Kid. Mr. Willie Mays is in the house. Now, 2 years ago, I invited Willie to ride with me on Air Force One on the way to the All-Star game in St. Louis. It was an extraordinary trip. Very rarely when I'm on Air Force One am I the second most important guy on there. You know, everybody was just passing me by. Can I get you something, Mr. Mays? What's going on? Willie was also a 23-year-old outfielder the last time the Giants won the World Series, back when the team was in New York. And even though there have been some great Giants teams since then, none of them had brought a championship back to the Bay Area. And then this team came along. Manager Bruce Bochy once called them a bunch of misfits and cast-offs. Let me take a look at these guys. Or, as GM Brian Sabian put it, we've got a lot of characters with a lot of character. One of these characters is Tim Lincecum. Where's Tim? I see him back there. Recognize the hair? When Tim entered the draft 5 years ago, 9 teams passed him over before the Giants picked him up. Nobody thought somebody that skinny with that violent a delivery could survive without just flying apart. But now with 2 Cy Youngs under his belt, everybody understands why he's called the Freak. Before Game 5 last year, Tim was so relaxed he was singing in the clubhouse. That's how his teammates knew they were about to see something special. And after watching him pitch 8 incredible innings, including a stretch of 11 strikes in a row, America learned sometimes it's a good idea to bet on the skinny guy. So, you and me. And then there's the guy with the beard. Where's he? Huh? I do fear it. Have you guys seen the Sports Center ad where it's ESPN, where it starts doing the dance? Now, underneath Brian's beard and the spandex tuxedo and the sea captain costume and the cleats with his face on them is also one of the most dominant closers in baseball. I do think, Brian, you should know that Michelle was very relieved that the press was going to be talking about what somebody else wears here in the White House. You know, so that it's not just her making a fashion statement. So even though this team is a little different, even though these players haven't always followed the traditional rules, one thing they know is how to win. And maybe some of that wisdom comes from all the old-time greats who never won a series, but know that being a giant means being a giant for life. And that's why greats like Willie McCovey can often be found hanging around the clubhouse, pulling young players aside and offering them hitting tips. And the love goes both ways. Brian said what those players went through when they played to not bring one home like we did, this is for them. So for this team, winning the World Series means remembering their roots, especially when those roots run deep. Last year, after all the confetti had been cleaned up and the players had gone home, Willie Mays took the trophy back to the site of the old Polo Grounds in New York. And he visited students at PS 46, on the spot where the stadium once stood, and told them stories about playing stickball with the neighborhood kids all those years ago. And the rest of this team has also made a point of giving back, whether it's supporting wounded warriors and their families or becoming the first professional sports team to join the It Gets Better campaign against bullying. So that's what this team is all about, characters with character. And so once again, I want to congratulate this team and wish them all the best of luck in the rest of the season, unless the White Sox are in the World Series, which right now is not a sure thing. All right? Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have a few gifts here, but first, we want to thank you very much for having us here. We know you're busy, and on behalf of the Giant family, we're honored, privileged for you to have us here. So, special day for us after having a special season. Thank you.
He's really upset that I quit talking. That's terrific. Thank you. 44. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. All right. What else we got?
We just wanted to present you with a team signed bat.
Thank
Your
you
name
so
is special edition. So it's right there.
That is beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. This is beautiful. Thank you. Great to see you again. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Mr. President, on behalf of the entire Giants organization, our investors, many of whom are here today, the front office, many of whom are also here today, and of course this amazing ball club with the trainers and the coaches and the players and the broadcast folks, on behalf of all of us, we thank you for making time for us and for your kind words, and we wish you well and we'd like our general manager to make a presentation to you and the family, if he may.
Oh, thank
Custom
you.
glove.
Oh,
Real deal.
that's what I need right
And
there.
then White Sox colors.
I noticed that you put the silver and black on there. I appreciate that. That was good. Thank you. I've got. We should do something like this every day. Look at all this. This is good. All right, let's strike the podium. We'll take a good picture. Come on. There you go, Rich. I'll hold on to my jersey.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we dedicate this game to Bryan Stow, who was tragically injured in Los Angeles after the season opener. Please pause for a moment now, a moment of reflection, as we keep Bryan and his family in our thoughts. Thank you, everyone. Fans, the Dodgers and Giants communities have come together in support of Bryan during this difficult time, and we are privileged to welcome several of Bryan's family members and friends who are here tonight. We also want to thank Bryan's employer, American Medical Response, and his fellow paramedics who volunteered to collect donations that will go directly to support Bryan and his family. It is in this spirit of community that we welcome the Dodgers and Giants players on the field who stand together tonight in their support for Bryan Stow and out of respect for this great rivalry. And now please welcome Dodgers infielder Jamie Carroll and Giants pitcher Jeremy Affeldt.
On behalf of the Giants and Dodgers organization and the Stow family, we want to thank you all for your support and generosity for Bryan and his family during this time of need. We also want to thank you for we thank you for your love that you've shown them and your kindness, both Dodgers and Giants fans. We appreciate you. And I don't think I need to tell you guys about the Dodger-Giants rivalry. It's one of the most storied rivalries in the history of the game. But in honoring that rivalry and honoring the Stowe family, we ask that you respect that rivalry and you respect each other as fans. You guys have rights as fans, you guys have rights to cheer, you have rights to wear the black and orange, you have rights to wear Dodger blue. You have rights to be frustrated when one of the teams loses. You have rights to be excited when one of the teams wins. But you have to remember that when these two teams get on the field and we play with a ton of competition. We're fierce competitors. But when the last out is made, that rivalry ends on the field. So please respect that. And in your excitement or in your frustration, don't take it out on another fan if you don't agree with who they cheer for. Now I want to introduce a friend of mine. He's an ex-teammate of mine. He's a good husband, a good father, a great human being, Jamie Carroll.
Thank you, Jer. Just want to reiterate what Jeremy said from the Dodgers' point of view. We thank you guys for coming together, raising some money for the Stowe family as they remain in our thoughts and prayers. There's nothing better than rivalry in the game of sports. And like Jeremy said, this is one of the best that's out there. And as we do respect each other on the field, we do want you guys to have the same respect, competitive banter, and passion that you guys have for as long as this rivalry lives. But there's no room in this game for hatred and violence. It is about respect. It is about civility. So this is America's national pastime, and let's keep it that way. Thank you.